What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis, and we are back with yet another video today, and it is finally 100% official, guys. We have been waiting for this day for so long. I uploaded a video late last night talking a little bit about this merger, and we have finally got a press release, an investor presentation. We are all systems go. So we're going to talk a little bit about Microvast and their merger with THCB Tuscan Holdings 3 Corp, which is the SPAC that they're merging with. I'm not going to get into the investor presentation because you guys know how I like to keep these videos nice, short, and sweet. We'll go into the press release a little bit. We'll go into the stock, the THCB stock and those numbers very briefly. I want you guys to go out. As always, please do your research, do your deep dive, go into the investor presentation. They have a ton of great information about the total addressable market, how they plan on expanding from now up until 2025, and even beyond that. They have a lot of great information about what's to come regarding Microvast, but you guys know how I like to keep these videos nice, short, and sweet. Get into the high points and let you guys go out and do your deep digging. As always, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to put you guys on the stocks that I am into. If you're new around here, please subscribe, like the video, and a comment down below about THCB or any other stock that you're in is always greatly appreciated. So let's get into it. Let's get into this press release. This is so highly anticipated for all of us here on this channel. You guys know that I pretty much started this channel talking about THCB back a couple months ago, and now we finally have some definitive news about this definitive agreement. So let's go ahead and get into it. Microvast, a leading innovator of EV battery technologies, to list on NASDAQ through merger with Tuscan Holdings Corp. So here's a few bullet points here, and I think this is pretty much the extent to what I'm going to read. So Microvast is a leading global provider of next-generation battery technologies for commercial and specialty electric vehicles, participating in a $30 billion commercial EV total addressable market. See, the thing that I like about Microvast, and again, I don't want to get into the details of the company, but the thing I like about Microvast is compared to some of their competitors, they already have a battery out there. They already have customers. They already have revenue. This is kind of what sets them apart from some of the other competitors. Now, as always, guys, if I say something wrong during my videos, please correct me down below. But according to what I've seen, Microvast already got a battery out there that's, kind of a little bit ahead of their competitors, and they only have an upwards trajectory in terms of what they're going to do in the near and far future. It has an established and industry-leading portfolio of battery technologies that outperform its competitors' battery life, charging times, safety, and total cost of ownership. Again, we've talked about this so many times on this channel about how innovative their battery is and how much further they are ahead of some of their competitors. So these field-proven technologies generated over $100 million in revenue in 2020 and have been deployed worldwide by nearly 30,000 vehicles across many EV types, with over 3.8 billion miles traveled to date. And again, this is just kind of reiterating what I've already said. These people, they already have revenue, they already have a product, they already have a good product, I should say. The merger provides up to $822 million in gross cash proceeds to combined company, including $282 million of cash held by Tuscan in a trust assuming no redemptions, and an oversubscribed $540 million fully committed from common stock pipe at $10 a share. Don't need to really get into those numbers. You guys kind of understand how, at least I would hope you understand how SPACs work and how they start out at $10 a share and can go up from there. And an interesting thing about this merger as well is that Oshkosh, and I talked about this a little bit before, Oshkosh actually is investing quite a little bit of money. And if you go into the investor presentation, you can find out exactly how much, and you can actually see that Oshkosh has actually been a partner with Microvast for a little bit of time now. And we talked about this yesterday a little bit, that Oshkosh is in the competition to getting that $6 billion USPS contract. So this might make them a more legitimate player here. They're investing in Microvast, the EV battery company. So some of these things might really tie in together. And if we see Oshkosh getting a little bit of that USPS contract, they're partners with Microvast, they need these EV batteries. That's a recipe for quite a little bit of gains regarding both companies. regarding both companies. So definitely something to keep your eye on. So the transaction to fund capacity expansion to 9 gigawatt hours by 2022, positioning the company to capitalize on its signed contracts with a total value of over 1.5 billion. Noted Technology SPAC sponsor Interprivate is serving as co-sponsor and advisor to Tuscan. pipe anchor investors include strategic partner Oshkosh. We just talked about that, Oshkosh Corporation, as well as funds and accounts managed by BlackRock, Koch Tech, Strategic Platforms, and Interprivate. We talked about this a little bit yesterday in the video. Estimated pre-money equity value of $2.1 billion and post-transaction equity value of approximately $3 billion, inclusive of over 800 million of expected proceeds based on current assumptions. Expected to be listed, okay, this one is important, expected to be listed on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol MVST following an anticipated transaction close in the second quarter of 2021. So we don't have a definitive date just yet, guys. Of course, that's going to be kind of updated as the transaction moves along, but we do know that they are anticipated to close in the second quarter of 2021, and the new ticker symbol is going to be MVST. So we got a good amount of news here coming out in this press release. Nothing that we didn't already expect. Based off of what the Bloomberg article said yesterday. But again, we just needed to confirm that this was actually going to happen, and it did come out today, February 1st. This press release did come out confirming that, yes, THCB is going to be merging with Microvast. So if we just very briefly here take a look at THCB stock and how the stock has moved ever since the announcement happened. Again, guys, please go out and do your own research. This is obviously not financial advice. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing, but I need you guys to go out and really be informed investors when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, so we were hovering around $15 for a few days here. I'm just looking at the 5-day chart here. And of course, after the announcement was made, we shot up to around $22 on opening. It hovered around $20, $21, and then here we closed at around $24, and we've been holding kind of steady $24 to $25 here in the aftermarket. So obviously on this news, people got very interested in THCB and they started buying in. So what am I doing right now? As I told you guys yesterday, I'm pretty happy with my position as of right now. I've been buying the dips as much as possible. Of course, it's hard whenever there's a lot of companies that I'm interested in, but my initial position, even by itself, I was pretty excited, pretty happy about that, and I was buying based off of my risk tolerance. Now that the merger has gone through, I know everybody wants to hear about price targets and things of that nature. To be quite honest, it's kind of hard to put a real price target on this stock come time of the merger. Now, what I do see happening is potentially a lot of fluctuation. Now, I could be wrong about this, but this is usually what happens with SPACs, is between the time that the definitive agreement is announced and the actual merger date, we see a lot of fluctuations. When it comes to this stock, I'm going to try my best now it also depends on when I do and don't have buying power. I'm going to try my best to be continually buying the dips because I do think that Microvast is a great company, and you have to ask yourself, are you willing to invest in this company in the long term, and what your goals are for something like this. Me personally, I'm going to be pretty long on Microvast because I think they have a bright future ahead of them. So I will be trying to buy the dips every single time between now and Q2 of 2021. But what I want to hear is from you guys. What do you guys think about this? What are you guys planning on doing when it comes to this stock? Please put it down in the comment section below. As always, folks, if you're new around here, please go ahead and subscribe. I've looked at the statistics. Apparently, like 10% of you are subscribed, so let's try to up that number a little bit. I'm never going to charge anybody for this information or anything like that, but all I ask of you is to just hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and comment down below what you think about these stocks. That's all. That's it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.